Hi friends, hope you can see and hear me okay, because this is my first live session in this semi-outdoor space that I have, and I really enjoy working out here, but it's Finland, and it's still like +5 outdoors, despite being so sunny. It's actually quite chilly here, so yeah, we better start moving. And since this live stream is intended to be unfiltered and basically not so much polished and prepared, so I will still shift things around and I will still put on my workout gear as I speak. And yeah, we will start as soon as everything is arranged. So yeah, this is how it meant to be. So I really do hate those prepared, set up, whatever workouts that don't have any soul in them. And what I like to do instead is having this type of on the spot, ad hoc type of training, because I do train every day, and this is what I advise you to do as well. This is the best way I know, and this is what we're doing today. So let's verify that we are online, and yeah, not sure actually that does it even work? Yes, it does. Yeah, so today, guys, let me show you what we're doing today. So we are doing the Beachbody Burner workout today, which is, well, it's special in a way that it's specifically designed to hit this Beachbody goal that people tend to have around spring as soon as possible. And of course, it depends on how much extra weight you are carrying, and we all tend to somehow, I don't know, slip off the path and indulge more in winter. And then in spring, we seem to get into this beach body mode where we want to get shredded as soon as possible. And this workout is specifically designed to reach that goal. And fair warning, though, that training, even though training does play a role in this process, it's 80-20, okay? And it's always 80-20. One thing brings like 80% of the result, and other things bring like 20% of the results. So in this case, training would be the 20, okay? And not literally, because training itself makes you build more muscle. So it promotes muscle hypertrophy, and the more muscle you have, the leaner you're gonna be, and the easier it's gonna be for you to stay lean year round. But meaning the calorie expenditure, the calorie equation, right? For the calorie equation, training actually does very little. So the key in getting to your leanness goals as soon as possible, your personal leanness standard, of course. The key would be to get your calorie deficit, your ration, your nutrition dialed in first. And for that, the easiest way to do that is to ditch all the misconceptions, forget all you think you know about nutrition, and go into the description of this video, or if it's not there, then it's in the channel description, and grab my free book, which goes pretty deep into the nutrition aspect as well. And the beauty of it is that it's very, very actionable. So there is no fluff, no BS, no nothing. It's just the most important and the most potent things you can do immediately for nutrition starting today that will deliver like 80% of the results, right? So dial in your nutrition before you get to training, or at least at the same time. Because if you just train and think that, okay, I will somehow magically lean out because of training, then probably no. That's not the right thing to do. Because, like I said, training is important. We want defined core, we want wide shoulders, we want big biceps. But at the same time, if all those muscles, all those nice things are hidden behind the layer of like 2 fingers of body fat all around your body, no one's gonna see it anyway, right? And of course, we all have our own standard of what beach body looks like or feels like, right? But even still, well, no one's gonna see your muscles if you're not lean enough, right? So, but fortunately, it's the other way around works too, meaning that the more muscle you build, the more like the higher your metabolic rate, and the easier it will be for you to get lean ultimately. So in this sense, if we also factor in the indirect effect of having more muscle because of the training, then training will become maybe like 50% of the result. So it's equally important, of course, along with the nutrition, but you can't skip it, of course. And my book goes very deep into both, into how to train, what's the minimum effective dose for staying lean year round, what's your personal numbers, how to figure out your personal numbers, your personal calorie um, calorie budget number for daily and weekly and so on. What are the macros you have to focus on, and how to make it all sustainable so you can actually stick to it and not burn out, not drop out in the middle somewhere and reach your results and go rock the beach, go um, have new relationships, new friends. Yeah, and now nutrition aside, training is of course king for changing your body, making your body transform. And if we're talking about beach body, what would be the hallmarks of the beach body? If you think about it, how do we see that the person is jacked on a beach or someone is like, how do we get this kind of sharp look to our physique, to our body figure? We want just a few things to come right, come together to achieve this look. And then once we define what goes into this kind of look that we are after, then we can, of course, pick the right exercises to tailor our routine exactly to hit those muscles and to get to this overall ideal beach body look as soon as possible. So what we want, we want wider shoulders, right? So we want this V-taper shape to our upper torso, And this kind of triangle form consists of, like, it's a matter of two things. It's how wide you can get your shoulders, so how big your deltoid muscles are, and how broad is your chest, which also kind of this broader chest is a matter of how kind of straight, how much you can retract your shoulder blades. So the posture aspect is also very important. So spinal erectors start to be important for this wide chest, proud chest posture, right? So the wider you can have this power posture, the wider your shoulder is going to be, even without hitting your shoulders in any way. But then also the shoulders themselves can be bigger, so we want them bigger, so we want to hit shoulders, right? And actually, the entire shoulder, not only front delts, not only side delts, of course, are the most important for this width, but still, you are not looking at someone just from the front or just from the side. They also gonna see your back, and if your back is non-existent or thin, it's not gonna look good. So we want this thickness to our back, so that it also produces, this part also produces this, we want this narrow waistline effect. And of course, well, some people, some coaches will tell you, don't train your core, or don't train your obliques, because it will make your waistline thicker. And of course it will, to some extent. But it's not gonna be terribly huge. And most people are not, even though you can exercise your core all day, every day, you will still probably, if you are a normal person, you will not hit that mark where it's like disproportionately big compared to other parts of your body. And what we mean when we say, like, we want this thin waist, thin means thin for your body composition, right? So the wider your shoulders, the thinner your waistline gonna look, right? So even if you have somewhat bulky obliques, it doesn't matter. As long as you work on your shoulders and on your proud chest, it will still have this V taper. And I tell you, believe me, it's better to have, like, thicker abdominal musculature, including maybe a bit oversized obliques, than no obliques at all. Because once you burn off all the fat from your abdominal area, your muscles will pop through. And once they pop through, there should be something to see, right? And if you haven't trained your abdominals, there's gonna be nothing. So there's not gonna be any squares or whatever, six pack, or those nice obliques. They're not gonna be there. It's gonna be like a flat thing here. And it's not gonna look good, believe me. So you don't want to be that guy who is just skinny, right? So it's not about being skinny. It's about looking jacked and getting to this jacked look as soon as possible. And this is what this workout does exactly, this set of exercises. So we understood that we need wider shoulders, we want thicker back, then we also want some sustainable way to burn as much fat as possible in a given, like, stretch of time, right? So we want some very effective fat burning engine under the hood. So this is also going to be factored in. And we want defined core, of course. And what we don't want in this beach body shape, we don't want chicken legs, right? You all have seen those guys in the gym who have like huge torso and then those small, tiny little legs. That's not what we want. So we want to hit legs as well, which brings us to the fact that an effective beach body routine is going to be a full body workout. Well, if you want like one phrase to summarize it, it's going to definitely be a full body routine. So we want to hit our entire body very effectively and promote growth in the entire body musculature. But we want to specifically hit some things more than the others, like shoulders, for example. We want core, and we want to make sure that our pectoral muscles or chest muscles are also well developed because they produce this effect that you actually want. They help you emphasize your core, your lean core as well, and produce this stunning look in when you're in the trunks. Okay, so now about how this specific set of exercises is gonna help us achieve this goal. So first of all, and I will start demonstrating them right away so we don't waste much time. So the first thing we have is the Halo and the Halo to Lunge. Halo to Lunge is a rotational rotational core exercise. So it's rotational halo, this type of thing. And we want to also transition to lunge in the end of the move. So we go around our head and into the lunge. This hits your glutes and quads very effectively. This is a relatively heavy lunge that will hit your legs, and in this case it's enough because we're also going to be hitting our legs with a jump rope in between. Or if you don't have a jump rope, you will still go for jumping jacks or high knees, which is a very effective way to hit your legs. Or let's say pre-fatigue them for this type of a heavier leg exercise. And this is pretty sustainable. So we are not doing any crazy shit. This will hit your quads and your glutes. Then, of course, Halo is a shoulder exercise. And if you consider it, if you watch it closely, it actually engages all three of your parts of your deltoid muscle. So it's like a 360 work for your core and for your shoulders too, for the shoulders mainly. Now, what else we have? Let me see what else we have. Yeah, Hello to Lunge. Then we have Kettlebell High Pull, Bent Row, and Swing. Yeah, so High Pull, how does this look like? High Pull, you go into this hip hinge position, so you stick your butt out, but you are not squatting, you're hinging back, so your shins are square to the floor, and then you pull the kettlebell. You can pull to your chest or to your chin, I'm sorry. You can pull to your chin, or you can pull all the way up overhead. And I'm gonna be pulling all the way up overhead because when you this pull, it will hit also your shoulders, and it will help you develop this thick upper back. So it loads your upper back and it loads your shoulders. And if you continue the movement all the way up overhead, you're bringing your elbows closer to your midline, which means you are engaging your chest muscles. So this overhead pull will result in hitting your chest muscles even more. Now we have hit our shoulders and back and core so far, and this pull, let me disable this overlay. And this pull, it starts with a hip hinge. So it's also a hamstring and glute exercise. So we're hitting the other side of our legs as well, the posterior chain. So we are starting from this deadlift movement, essentially, and continue to pull the kettlebell to your chin. So this works your posterior chain and your shoulders and your back. And if you continue overhead, it will also engage your chest muscles. Now, what we will also have, we have a bent over row. And bent over row it looks like this. So you get into the sturdy position. You lean on one of your knees, and then you roll the kettlebell to your waistline or to your rib cage, to the lower end of your rib cage. And we're going to be doing the very special variation of this so that we hit our biceps a little bit more. The way we are going to be doing this is we're going to rotate our wrist. The higher you lift the weight, the more you rotate. And that allows you to contract your bicep in a very effective way. So that way we will hit our biceps too, and you can easily flex when you are at the beach, right? So, and the last but not least, probably the most effective exercise of the entire set is the kettlebell swing. Why is it so effective? Because it's as close as you can get to sprinting, for example. It's insanely high output exercise. And you can't really trick the swing. If you can make, like, for example, high knees, you can have your high knees like this way. So they are not really high, right? Or you can do them vigorously like high, or you can do them like this lazy manner. You can't trick the swing. So as long as you extend your hips and send your way up, it will come down crashing on you, and you will have to do it again. So this exercise will make you sweat. It will get the most out of you. And like I said, it's really hard to control heart rate there. At the same time, it's a major VO2 max booster. So basically, it skyrockets your metabolic rate. It will improve your VO2 max over time. And this is the best and the most effective way to burn fat off of your entire body. So this is what we're using it for. And of course, kettlebell swing is a again, posterior chain exercise. So it works your entire back. And believe it or not, you can't, people are not seeing you from the front only, right? So your back musculature is also important. So we want even development to our entire musculature. And of course, if you haven't been training consistently, we want some parts to hit some parts like with more volume so that they grow a little bit faster so that you get to this V-taper body shape as soon as possible. And I suggest you have a jump rope because we have two jump rope exercises. One is side straddle, and side straddle is just jumping to the sides. And if you don't have a jump rope, the most straightforward replacement to that is a jumping jacks, right? So it's essentially the same movement. You're just involving your hands this way. Instead of using your wrists for jumping, you just flap overhead, so to say. So very similar calorie expenditure. And the second jump rope exercise is high knees. Again, if you have a jump rope, you do high knees with a jump rope. So it's gonna be looking like this. Really high knees without tilting your pelvis, right? So go as high as you can without doing this, okay? So with your straight back, we want to rise knees as high as we can with a straight back. And if you don't have a jump rope, again, just go regular high knees and the opposite knee, the opposite elbow. So this way, engage both your knees, your legs, and your arms. That will result in much higher calorie expenditure. Let me move this beauty a little bit to the side so that I don't hit it. Now, yeah, I believe we are ready to start. Let me just have a quick glance at the chat, make sure the stream is ongoing. Yeah, it's going. Everything seems to be fine. Yeah, so I will activate the timer. I will put on some good music and let's have fun. The entire workout will take us just 20 minutes. And if we have some questions in the chat, I will answer them later, right? So, meanwhile, during this workout, don't forget to ask questions. I will get to them as soon as we are done with the workout.
Jump rope, high knees.
Yeah, we're kind of let me fix it for us guys. It's a bit of a mess. Let me fix it really quick. Yeah, so we will reset it and
Get ready.
get ready. Get ready means loosen up, do something to warm up, nothing crazy. We're gonna be jumping rope in a second, so we don't really need anything special, but just mimicking the motion that we're gonna be
Jump
performing.
rope. High knees.
I'm a boss, you a secretary. Money coming first, never secondary. Like Montana, ain't never worried. My diamonds cold like
If you mess it up,
everyday basic, can't understand it. That's what they talk shit.
don't sweat it.
Pussy on a pedestal, you can never buy it. Get a little ratchet, but don't even try it. Got my own money, but I love to get it on me. So I put it in the savings and I get the interest on it. If I want it, I can get it. You don't need a co-signer. I got 700 credit, independent, don't forget it.
And follow the beat of the music. So if it's slow, go slow. If it speeds up, go fast.
Rest.
Burn bread, no toaster. My girls bankroll like Oprah. Paparazzi wanna get a close up, so they always there when I show up. Got a car in the crib and a bag full of chips. So your man always begging for a call and a kiss.
Kettlebell Halo to lunge.
Move the job to the boss of the shit. Wanna employ me? How to put him in his place like an employee. Make a little space for your girl to breathe. Inhale, exhale, now back to work. They think my name is a compliment. Bitches mad cause queen so confident. Presidential, y'all just copy it. Go sit your ass down where the lobby is. Money, more cars,
Rest.
more clothes, more money, more cash, more dough. I get that ammo money, why man? With that even trying, but I'm putting in work so my net worth is multiplying, and I get it how I want it when I need it. No secret, haters can see it.
Jump rope. Side straddle.
But with no cash, man, I get this.
Just spread your feet. One jump together, one jump apart.
Rest. Kettlebell High Pull.
Nice and controlled motion. In fact, the slower you do it, the better. Because you're actually not using velocity to your advantage, and instead you allow all your muscles to fire.
Rest.
You allow time for all the muscles involved to actually fire as you do it.
Jump rope. High knees. Rest. Kettlebell Bent Row.
You can switch in the middle of the interval, or middle is somewhere now, or you can do one hand in the first set and the other side on the next set.
Rest.
Doing good, people.
Jump rope, side straddle. Rest. Kettlebell swing.
Swing. I'm doing single-handed swing. I'm doing whatever. I'm doing on your experience or the weight of your kettlebell. Heavy, double-handed. Manageable. Single hand swing.
Rest. Jump rope, high knees. Rest.
This is the bigger rest. One set done, one more to go. You have some time to catch your breath, and if you're enjoying the content, give it a like. Leave me some kind of a comment so that I know, was this a good one or what can we improve. Put everything into the chat or into the comments.
Jump rope, high knees. Rest. Kettlebell Halo to lunge. Rest. Jump rope, side straddle.
Definitely feel good. So should you. Stop.
Rest.
I feel like when you restrict yourself on specific, very intense jump rope movements,
Kettlebell High Pull.
it suddenly becomes very intense. I don't know why. Engage your core. In fact, keep it engaged through the entire movement. And again, it's not a squat. Look at me from the side. 15. Stick your butt out.
Rest. Jump rope, high knees.
Fatigue obviously starts to settle in, so challenge yourself not to stop, but instead go a bit slower. Still do something.
Rest. Kettlebell Bent Row.
Switch.
Rest. Jump rope, side straddle. Rest. Kettlebell swing.
Lock your knees when you swing it. Position. Lock your knees. Engage your core and the glutes. Squeeze them.
Rest. Jump rope, high knees.
Last interval, guys. High knees, obviously not so high anymore. But give it all you got. And if you haven't got anything, still give it all you got.
Workout complete.
That was fucking blast. We did it. We did it, people. Gosh, that was intense. Let me catch my breath and we will recap what has just happened. Because to me, that was epic. I don't have a lot of time to stay and chat with you today, but I still have some time. So let me switch off the music and let's recap. Yeah. So We have about 5 minutes left, and then I have to run. But as you can see, I'm totally out of breath. I'm definitely sweating, which means the intensity was really high. And even though at some very high fitness level, you can barely get sweaty from this type of workout, it's getting sweaty is not the point, right? Because this is highly individual and depends on what actually you eat and how often you eat and have a lot on more parameters. So we're not looking to get drenched in sweat necessarily, but the higher heart rate means that it was on the higher end of my endurance abilities, right? So it was intense. So I got into my zone 4 or zone 5 even. I'm not wearing my Apple Watch today, but I don't need to because I know I'm still out of breath. And this was only 20 minutes workout, right? So, whew, how many of you guys, what was the last time where you have had this type of feeling of burning lungs and feeling that you have gone all out from your gym session? Well, for most people, I will give you the right answer. For most people, the answer is never, or sometime in my teenage years, right? We're not doing this anymore. We come to the gym, we hang around, we chat to each other, and this is a good thing, but you shouldn't count it as exercise. It's not exercise, it's socializing. And though socializing is very important for your brain health, what is even more important for your brain health is keeping your body healthy, right? And since we know that this workout, we see this evidence that the heart rate gets very, very high. It skyrockets your heart rate, which means your metabolic rate is going to stay high, stay activated, stay elevated for hours after this workout. So it was very short, very compact, but very intense. So if you count your typical gym workout, it definitely beats 1 hour gym workout because, well, if you have no structure, if you're not following the strict timer through that 1 hour gym session, then there is no way you get this type of result from it. You will still get results, of course, but I don't know about you, but I personally don't have unlimited time. So if I can do the same thing in 20 minutes, the same thing I usually do in 1 hour, I would rather do it in 20 minutes, right? Because the volume is the same, the intensity is even higher, and the result, the output is going to be higher. Believe me. And you can believe me, actually, because I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition advisor. So I'm legally, I have studied this thing and I am qualified to give you this advice. But jokes aside, guys, now if you have been following through with me, go check your nutrition before you go, pay it all off and undo this entire workout by eating the whole pizza. Go grab my book. The link is in the description and check it out. Check the principles. It doesn't tell you, like, don't eat this, eat that, but it gives you a very actionable, very specific framework you can apply to see if you're eating, or if your specific meals that you are eating on a regular basis support your fitness goals, or are they working against them? Very easy to and very kind of straightforward to identify which meals you will want to kind of replace or modify a little bit. And also it includes hell of a ton of modifiers, like how to replace greasy cheeses, greasy pasta sauces, and all that stuff, which we like. And you can actually still have it, but there are some replacements where you will not even see any like changes necessarily. You will still have the same nice taste, but less calories, less fat, which means more shredded body, more like better reflection in the mirror, closer to your personal standard of your beach body. So that was it. And if you haven't been able to follow through because you don't have any kettlebell, then check out the description as well for a nice discount on this adjustable competition kettlebell, which takes just 1 minute to adjust, and it scales with you. The kind of higher you go, the more your progress, it grows with you basically. It's adjustable from 12 all the way up to 32 kilograms. And 32 is the maximum weight for most males, believe it or not. Like 95% of guys will plateau at 32 because it's called beast, okay? So it's really a beast. And this thing scales all the way from the bottom, from 12, which is a recommended weight for everyone, for ladies too. If you can only buy one kettlebell, I suggest you buy one size up from the kind of the minimal weight. And for ladies, the minimal weight is 8 kilograms, and the next would be 12. So if you are buying only one single kettlebell for your home collection, either get 12 for ladies or get this adjustable one, which is one bell for life. You will start from 12 and scale all the way up to 32. It doesn't rattle. It doesn't do any, like, it behaves exactly as any other single weight kettlebell. This is the only disadvantage of those cheaper adjustable kettlebells, that they rattle, they have this weird shape to them. This is exactly the shape of the standard competition kettlebell. So they all have the same geometry, the same kind of handle design, and this diameter of this cannonball is the same. The only thing is that it's adjustable, and it takes a bit longer to adjust it because you have to tighten it up. But the outcome of this is that it doesn't rattle. It behaves exactly the same as your regular kettlebell. Okay, so you are saving like hundreds and hundreds of euros or dollars by getting yourself this beauty. And I have discussed a really lucrative discount for you guys. Links in the description. And this company, Eric's Fitness, I'm not their like brand ambassador. They're not sponsoring this video. I just happen to like this thing very, very much. And one reason why I like the company, the brand, is because, you know, they are producing, they are like, they have several products in the range, but all their products are either kettlebells, adjustable kettlebells of several different types and weight ranges. And then they have club bells, like those huge clubs, and then mace balls, like this cannonball on a stick. This is literally, that's it. They don't sell you anything else. There are no, gym benches, no like apparel, no shoes, no nothing. It's just kettlebells, club bells, and mace bells. Can you imagine that? They stay so focused to produce the best equipment on the market. That's why I recommend them with my entire heart. But yeah, that's up to you, whatever. And if you are limited in terms of like finances, what I suggest you do, if you don't have any kettlebell, go to eBay or Craigslist or whatever is the forum where people sell stuff, like some Facebook group where people sell stuff in your neighborhood or in your town, and look there for some used kettlebells, because guess what? You can't really ruin a kettlebell. And if it's bruised and battered, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the result you're getting from it. Okay, so even this old ugly kettlebell will still do the same, still work exactly the same way and deliver yourself this exact same brutal workout. So yeah, and we will soon have some links for the jump ropes for you as well. But again, jump rope is optional, especially in this type of workout where there is an easy replacement. So don't sweat it. And the default advice about the jump rope is go get the cheapest one you can find in your, network, huge like grocery store, like for Americans, it's gonna be something like Walmart or Costco. Go there and these shelves where they sell yoga mats or those, like mat balls, you will find jump ropes there. And they will cost something like €1, $1, $2. Get the cheapest one. And that will probably last you a lifetime. And it will deliver like whole spectrum of like fun and surprisingly effective workouts. And it's never gonna be boring for you again. Okay? So yeah, now go, praise yourself, go indulge into your dinner, but stay accountable and check out my book for specific nutrition and training framework. So don't go like and eat the entire pizza this evening. Don't undo what we have just done with this workout. Stay accountable. And if you need some personal help, hit me in the comments or whatever under any video. I'm always eager to help. No strings attached. Love all the way. Love you guys. Let's see the chat briefly. And yeah, there is nothing in the chat. So go have a nice rest of your day and see you in the next one.